stuck it to AIC right away. They scored two 39 seconds apart in the first 5 minutes, and they get one 33 seconds into this game. They're going to give it to Moyle. His 6th of the year. Now here's Truscott driving it in from the left point. Third best scoring offense in the nation at 3.9 goals per game. They had 5 goals from 5 different players on Friday. 10 players had at least 1 point for Michigan. So you talk about the stars, Sean, but it's a very deep team, really.
It is, and a lot of times the other players get overlooked, but they're the glue that has kept this team together this year when all the superstars were gone to the Olympics or the World Juniors.
That goal that Moyle scored, just the 47th scored against Quinnipiac this year.
That's pretty amazing. In 41 games, or 42 games now, that was only the 47th goal they've given up. Just had a terrific season in the ECAC.
Here's Michael Lombardi, the veteran forward. He'll go around. Sends it in the slot. Shot, save made by Portillo. There's Les, a drive from the right point. Now Lombardi tries to steer to the front. DeYoung was camping out on the doorstep, but again tied up by Power.
Well, a nice job of going up high by Quinnipiac, getting the shots. So they scored a bunch of goals from the blue line the other night. Jaden Lee had one, Les had one. They did a nice job. They got to find a way to get pucks in front of Portillo, the big body, 6'6".
Trying to center. Here's Meza drive. That's up off the chest of Portillo. Rebound loose in front. And Hughes is able to sweep it free. Good headman pass for Van Wy. On a breakaway. Shot, save, Perez. Now Van Wy had the first goal on Friday for Michigan. Nearly had a goal there.
Well, when Michigan gets the puck off a rebounder or play, everyone is looking to go. Now they're just going to push the pace and continue to do what they do and force you to adapt to how they play. But Quinnipiac is excellent at taking away the lanes.
Here's DeYoung from the slot. Glove save by Portillo. He didn't get all of it, though. He wanted to get the whistle. It's going to bounce out of the zone. And all the way back to the Quinnipiac line.
What a setup there by Quinnipiac. Bongiovanni and DeYoung continuing the great play they had in the first set here in Allentown. They kind of dominated the game against St. Cloud. They're a strong physical group, but they create turnovers as well. It can go the other way. Michigan's given up a couple sloppy rushes against.
Here's that fourth line again for Michigan. Van Wy holds it in deep, but now Quinnipiac able to break out, but taken off the stick of DeYoung by Hughes. Luke Hughes, the Hobie Baker candidate, number 43 in white.
Michigan very fortunate there. This line for Quinnipiac has been on fire so far in this game. Bongiovanni, DeYoung, and Lombardi, they are all over the ice creating opportunities.
Hughes will hold it on the right point for Michigan. He'll move in. Big drive. Loose. Perez scrambling back, trying to get control. Boy, Hughes has got a nuclear bomb for a shot.
It really does.
And that one's scooped up by Perez. He's on pace to break Jimmy Howard's record of 1.19 set in 2004 when he played at Maine. Here's Smolanic carrying in to Quinnipiac. A wrister, pad save Portillo. Don't know if he saw it. Another drive from the other point off the stick of Burgart. Backhand, what a save, Perez. Samaskevich still dangerous. Blocked by McGee. Samaskevich had it knocked down again. Now Truscott takes a hit. A shift by Mackie Samaskevich. Samaskevich went 24th overall to Florida last year. Had 3 goals in the Big Ten tournament. Had an assist on Friday.
Well, he's one of those players, Toy, that can elevate his game in tournament time. He's no longer a freshman, playing like a sophomore now. He's got great wheels and a heavy shot.
Quillen again. Quillen driven to the outside. Michigan does such a good job of keeping players on the perimeter.
They got big sticks back there, long and good skaters, and defensively they're strong. In the zone right now, they're struggling a little bit.
The USHL goaltender of the year at Dubuque came to Michigan as the primary backup to Strauss-Mann last year. And so in his first year as the main guy, he's been outstanding. Could carry Michigan to the Frozen Four here tonight. 5.5 to go in the opening period. 1-0 Michigan. Truscott will send a long one on Perez. Quinnipiac was outstanding winning faceoffs on Friday. Won 40 of 68, but they don't win this one, and Michigan scores again.
These are the kinds of things that Luke Hughes can do, and that's why everyone's so excited about this young man as the Hobie Baker candidate. You know, when Owen Power went to the Olympics, it opened up a lot of ice for him, and I think he just got so much confidence from that.
Time to the goal, 14:36. Lambert from Hughes. We talked to Eric Lang, the head coach of AIC, after the game on Friday, and he said Luke Hughes is going to be a 10-year All-Star in the NHL as simple loan rings the post. Quinnipiac trying to get back in this hockey game, but look out. Here comes Beecher the other way. Johnny Beecher! But Peretz makes the save. So the biggest key for our team in any game we play, control the puck, 1, 2, control the puck, and 3, control the puck.
Yeah, they definitely like to have control of it in the neutral zone especially. They create a lot of turnovers, and a lot of it has to do with the whistles. When you have a big-time goalie who can control rebounds and get whistles, and they're so good in the face-off circle, that helps out a lot.
Here's number 10, Hobie Baker candidate Matty Beniers dropping it back for Johnson. He goes down to Brisson, who is creeping on the other side of the net. Here's Hughes again, spinning away from the defense. Beniers has his shot knocked down by Rossinen. It's going to bounce all the way back to the Michigan zone.
Good solid presence by Rossinen there, Clay. He went out to Beniers, took away his time and space, and that way he couldn't get the shot through. As Hughes jumped into the offensive zone, could have been a good chance for Quinnipiac had that blocked shot gone forward. Anytime you get in these one and dones, the anger goes up a couple levels, you know?
Yeah. Here's Luke Hughes. Gets it ahead for Lambert, who will back it in. Lambert again for Truscott at the point. He'll hand it off. There's another shot from Moyle that gets on. Peretz is able to steer it away. Moyle again behind the net. Now Les comes over to get it for Quinnipiac. Lombardi gives off for DeYoung. And that's going to do it. Defending national champs will try to defend that title here shortly.
Athletic Director Ward Manuel's had a nice year in Ann Arbor, that's for sure. Michigan trying to keep it going. Michigan hockey trying to keep it going.
Turned over out at center. Michigan will dump it in. Dylan Duke has had a great tournament so far, number 56.
Yeah, freshman starting to play it with a little bit more bite to his game, and he's got a heavy shot, plays well, plays all 3 zones, and is learning to find the confidence to score.
Quinnipiac able to get it out of the zone. Here's Oliver Chow. He'll send it in on an angle to the other side. And Ness comes to play it, tried to turn it back in front for Chow. Push to the outside. Here's Rossinen now. He'll jam it in behind the end line. It takes a wicked carom off the end boards. Well, we saw that earlier in the tournament. That ended Duluth's season. You know, that heavy carom off the wall. You got to be careful. And that's into the glove of Portillo. Here comes Pastajob. The only guy left from the 2018 Frozen Four team for Michigan, Michael Pastajob. Portillo trying to backhand it to Pastajob out in front. Turned over. Smolanek will regroup. And he'll play it near side for Burgart. Puck goes airborne deep into the Michigan end with 15:48 to go in the period. Shots are in favor of Quinnipiac, 18-15.
It's been a good up and back game, down and back game. Both teams are creating opportunities and trying to find ways to put the puck in the net. Quinnipiac has picked it up here really well to start the second period, getting to the net, creating chances and driving in front of Portillo. They're going to have to find a rebound goal as he's on it tonight.
Portillo from Brisson and Power at 6:06, and it's 3-0 Wolverines. Brisson, of course, had a power play goal on Friday. At the World Juniors this year, it was fun to watch them in international play, and they headline for Michigan as well. Rossinen from center will drive it in for Quinnipiac as they're in a deep hole now as we approach the midway portion of this game. Estapa will get it in. And a good forecheck here by Estapa. Trying to create centers. We're across for Lambert, who I don't think got much on it.
He fanned on the shot. It came up the stick funny. Look at Luke Hughes hanging on the puck. So calm, so patient.
Hughes got it down to Estapa, who tried to tip it on. Now he's stapled up against the wall. Burgard will move it around to the other side, but Blankenberg just keeps it in deep. Finally, the Bobcats able to get it out to neutral ice.
Rasmussen doing a good job for Rand Peckville's team there, getting that puck out. He knew he had to take a big hit. He was able to take that hit and get the puck out of the zone.
Johnson tried to settle it down, but DeYoung had him tied up. Now Lombardi comes back. He took the penalty that led to the Michigan goal. The only goal here in the period so far. Here comes Beniers. Matty Beniers hands off for Brisson. Brisson tried to go to Johnson, who was lurking here on the near wing side in the circle. Hughes goes back. 10.5 to play in the period. Luke Hughes with speed right up the middle. You can't stop it.
He is something else. What a talent. The ability to come to the middle of the ice with speed like that. At this level, incredible. It was interesting, you get to a point, you said it's been 24 years. It's crazy.
Chow. Again, kind of fanned on the shot. Truscott doing a good job on the back check to stop that play. Chorney wrists one wide. That's Marcus Chorney. His dad Mark and brother Taylor both played in the NHL. He'll pump it in again for Quinnipiac. Bobcats have had 2 Frozen Fours in team history, both in the last decade, in 13 and in 16. Both times national runners-up. Pearson dumps it in deep. Metsu. Dangerous clearing attempt there, but it worked out okay for Quinnipiac. Quillen steps in over the line, quickly has his pocket pick. Beniers spun around at the red line. Johnson fighting through a check there from Quillen. Driven in. Peretz is going to handle it. And as it happens, both are finalists for the Mike Richter Award. That goes to the nation's best goaltender. And, it'd be amazing enough if they were from the same city or the same state. I mean, they were literally like a block or 2 away from each other.
They used to drive together to practice.
Here's Hughes stick handling again.
The patience is incredible.
And he's a swordsman. Look at that. Sent it wide. Held in by Truscott on the left point. Lambert sets up Truscott again. Knocked down by Lombardi. Karam's over to the far wing corner. Mendel pinching over. Trying to get control for Quinnipiac. Here's Chorney. Works it along the wall for Smolanic. Smolanic off for Quillen. Under 6 minutes to go. 3-0 Michigan. Winner on to the Frozen Four. Out of his net, Portillo. He loves to play from out between the pipes.
Michigan blocked it on that play. Interesting, Bordelot, how good of a defensive player he is, so much our offensive player he is. They have confidence with him even on the penalty kills, so a player that can be reliable on both sides of the ice.
Power play was not good this year on balance for Quinnipiac. It's been better of late. They had 3 in the ECAC tournament. 3 power play goals. Van Ness across for Les. Under 4 minutes to go. 10 seconds in the power play. Van Ness for Les. Drops it down for Chow. Chow sends it down. Lombardi quickly tied up by Truscott. And back to full strength of the Wolverines. Great kill by Michigan.
Really nice job by Portillo. The big body, 6'6". He got his stick in there for the poke check, or else Quinnipiac would have a great opportunity.
Good head man coming in. Fred DeMore, glove save. Plays it to Samoskevich. Good patience. Got a shot on. Beecher right in front trying to take a whack at it. He's tied up by Les.
Samoskevich, for a young player, he's really smart with getting his stick in the lane. He was able to take that puck, adjust his angle, and then get a shot through. Not easy to do when you're in the slot. You got a defender on you.
Under 2 minutes to go. Quinnipiac makes a change. Michigan, as fast as they are, they better hurry up. Here comes Hughes.
1-on-5. Here he goes.
Just puts on a skating clinic. It's going to come all the way to Truscott's stick here on the right point. 1.5 to play in the period.
Well, when your 2 brothers are also drafted in the first round, one of them's the #1 pick overall. You're the youngest. You got to keep up with them all the time.
Owen Power, by the way, 4 assists in the national tournament so far. He's been outstanding. Here's Chow now. As Truscott did a good job mucking that up for him. Lost his stick in the process, but he's got it back now, and he'll break out with Michigan. Headman's ahead for Johnson. That's going to be offside.
To do the little things night in and night out. When you play 80-some-odd games, having a reach like that's helpful.
He's from Mississauga, Ontario, not that far from Buffalo, so kind of almost like a hometown kid when you're from Ontario and you're drafted by the Sabres.
Yeah, you live in the southern tier of Ontario, close to that area in Buffalo. It's not too far away. Many a trip I've made up there in the day when I grew up in Rochester, New York, playing up in Canada. It's a beautiful part of Canada up there in Mississauga.
He's passed the job.
Extremely sharp.
I thought he fine-tuned his game during the Big Ten tournament. His off the draw, Quillen goes right to the front. Eric Portillo, Sean, made 90 saves on 95 shots in the 4 games of the Big Ten tournament. So to say that he was playing well coming into the national tournament would be an understatement.
Yeah, he's been playing fine. I didn't think he had a great game against AIC, but he's been a difference maker here.
And he and Peretz were kind of going back and forth early in the year, but Yannick Peretz kind of took over the job for the balance of conference play. He stayed hot. They stayed with Yannick.
We talked to Rand about the 2 goaltenders. He goes, I just happen to have 2 of the best 10 goaltenders in the country on my team. It's spoiled.
Long drive from Metza. Here, almost 3 decades later, he's got a national power.
And he's built it through consistency and team play, good discipline. These guys don't get themselves out of position much.
And it's worked out great.
Well, I think there's just a lot more of them out there, too, with the COVID year and what's going on. But he was able to add them in, and they have been down. Oliver Chow, clearly a fantastic player. But when you look at what he's done on the blue line, bringing in the talent that he has, it's helped out quite a bit with Les and Mendel. There you go, putting the puck again.
Yes, he does. He is not shy. This one's flipped up out of play over the glass. Chorney comes back. Burgart now. Quickly met by Truska. Just no room.
Michigan's D can skate really well. Where they get in trouble is when they create turnovers in the offensive zone, and then Quinnipiac can come back at it. But defensively, when they're in position, they're hard to get around.
Under 12 minutes to go. Past the 8-minute mark. Quinnipiac scored here in the period. They've got a long way to go to come back. And they don't have a lot of time to do it. Here's TJ Friedman, though. He has been really good. Edwards stood him up and took his stick away to boot.
Look out here, a break.
Hughes will regroup at center. Halfway point of the period. Hughes met at the line by Chow. Chow takes it away. Here comes Jaden Lee. Lee goes down. No penalty. Quinnipiac crowd wants him. Headman to Van Ness. Here comes Brindamore. Brindamore puts on the brakes. He'll feed the top for Lee. Lee, wrist shot. Oh, it hit Dylan Duke, and Duke took it off the wrist.
Those are the blocks you got to have at games like these. You got to go out and battle and find the loose pucks to block.
Lee again. Brindamore will shovel it down in behind the net. Van Ness trying to turn it toward the front. 9:15 to go. Long drive again. Dylan Duke blocked him. And I think it's in his equipment. So much at stake. Winner moves on to the Frozen Four in Boston. Denver awaits the winner of this game as the Pioneers are on to the Frozen Four. Metza from his own blue line for Quinnipiac. Plays a headman pass for Bon Giovanni. Has it sticked away by Hughes. Metza keeps it alive in the zone. Big one-time shot. Knocked down by Moyle. It cracked his stick in half. Moyle scored the first goal just 27 seconds into this game. Way back in the first period. That seems like light years ago.
It does.
Well,
in this third period for Quinnipiac.
It's a veteran group. Here's Jaden Lee again. He's been a dangerous man on the point for Quinnipiac during the tournament. Bon Giovanni now from the corner. Across. Back for Lee. One-timer. Bon Giovanni.
These two both are fantastic in the face-off circle. Bordelot wins that battle.
Both ranked near the top of the country in face-off wins. Here's Lee again. Tried to feed it across for Mensah. Couldn't handle the pass. Hughes wraps it around the top of the dasher. Held in by Bonjo here on the right point. DeYoung for Bongiovanni. Now for Lee. 6:20 to go. And here comes Hughes back the other way. Hughes is with him. Lee, great job on the back check to neutralize Thomas Bordolo. 25 seconds to go in the power play for the Bobcats. Van Ness will carry in. Tries to turn it toward the middle. Taken off his stick by Moyle. He'll shove it back out to center. And now Brisson back the other way. Met at the line and turned it over. Here's Friedman now coming in on the right wing. Nice stick handle by Estapa, but lost the puck. Now here's Lay. Tees it up. One time goes wide. That was Cipollone. Quinnipiac buzzing. Here's Friedman right in front. Cipollone on the doorstep.
Every face-off becomes so important. The hours you spend trying to win draws.
And it is Bongiovanni winning it. DeYoung from the corner. Throws it out in front. Bouncing puck. Portillo muffles it out in front of the blue paint. Do you agree on that decision by Rand Pecknold, Sean?
Well, not now after they scored, but I get why he did it. They had pressure. Michigan could not win a draw in their zone. They won the draw. Tried to create that extra opportunity for your team, but they were doing just fine 5-on-5, and now you give them the money back to Michigan.
Here comes Johnny Beecher in over the line. They're offside, but under 3 minutes to go. Michigan with a 2-goal lead. Empty net. That's going to go wide for Hughes. He's the captain. He's got one of the big goals for Quinnipiac in this period. Pass to John, by the way, his 11th goal of the year on that empty netter. Here's Mendel. Quinnipiac has to hurry, playing with urgency, as they have been all period. Hughes from the corner. Tries to get it around for power. Held in by Mensah. Lombardi got it to Bongiovanni. He can't hold the zone. Lee has to go back for it. Now Bordolo steals it away. Another empty net try. Missed it at the left post. Picked off in front by Les. Here comes Quinnipiac. 2:10 to go. They need 2. Lombardi wraps it in. Van Wy will get it out. Well, not quite. Cipollone beats it back in, and it was airborne. Quinnipiac has lost a little bit of its zip.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were buzzing. Michigan had no answer for them for the majority of the period. Michigan now just needs to bide their time here. Let's keep the puck on the wall. This is good for them.
That time is their ally. Comes loose for Les. Sends it toward the front. Picked off by Powell. He'll drop it down to his stick. Goes rink wide, and he gets the assist.
Great kid. We spent some time with him.
The Michigan Wolverines, 9 national titles. Most all time. They will try for 10 in Boston. Haven't won a championship since you, Sean. Won it with the Wolverines back in '98. Maybe this is the year the Michigan Wolverines going back to the Frozen Four